Hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. I hope you're having a wonderful day. On this video tutorial, we're going to continue working on this Hello Spring stenciled canvas that I'm putting in an embroidery hoop. I have two versions of it that I've started. This is a little bit further along, but oh my word, there's so many cool things you could do with it. So I'm super excited to show you how you can essentially start layering from the bottom up and make some really cool flowers. I mean, super cool things. So anyways, this one that I just showed you, I'll take it back out of the hoop here. I used, this was the one that we did the green wreath on last night. And then I used black ink when it was dry in the center to say the Hello Spring part. And then I started working on some of the flowers just because, you know, I always want to do a project all the way through, figure out the pros and cons, what to do, what not to do before I show you. So I will have two completed canvases that look like this. And I think what I'm going to do, I can't mail the embroidery hoop out, but I think what I will do is I will, maybe towards the end of this week or early next week, I'll give both of these away. I have some other things to give away too. So anyways, as you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to sprinkle. I'm just gonna pin a link right here. So, let's see. Okay, so it has these, there we go. Okay, it has some little shamrocks down below. So that's the link. Okay, so this is the stencil that we're working with. It's a big one. It is 15 by 15, and it had on the bottom of it all these amazing little flower pieces. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun with these. And they look terrible because I've done a lot. But anyways, so I did, on this one that I'm going to show you in just a second, I did the same technique with the mixed greens. In case you didn't see yesterday, which was part one, I did the wreath, and on this one I did both words Hello Spring in these two inks from Magnolia. This one is called Magnolia Green. Love this color. And this one is called Emerald Green. And I love this color too. So I just kind of smooshed them around, and that is how I started this one. And then I opted to do the words in the center in green. Okay, and also before I came live, I put the base of a few flowers on there just so that they would have a chance to dry, so that I can show you how you can layer these. And then when it's all completely dry, I don't think anyone will ever wash this, but I will go ahead and heat set this ink with a hot iron for 3 or 4 minutes. Ooh, there's lots of people hopping on. Yay! This is just such a fun spring project. I'm really excited how it looks so far. Okay, so we have a lot of pieces that we can use. This is sort of the very bottom piece, and so is this one. Okay, so that full solid one is this, and that one that has little breaks in it is this. And I'm still mixing inks, so I'm going to show you what pink and orange looks like, what pink and red looks like. I have some yellow on order, but darn, it's not here. I also have a lavender color ink that's on order, but it's not here either. So I'm just using what I have. Let me move all of this down here a little bit closer to me so that I can reach it. And okay, I have too many pieces. All right, so let's get a new paper plate. This is what I was working with before. And I'm going to move my little, this is what I was talking about moving down, is my little tray of some dark colored inks and stuff. Okay, so let's take a good sized blob of this orange, which is what I used on those carrots that I showed you yesterday. This is the pink, it's called Ballet Slipper. It's a good color too. I'll scooch this back so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna put a big blob on here of that. And then this is the red, which there is gonna be a new red ink for Magnolia. I don't know what it's going to be called, but it should be coming out here any day. All right, and I have a couple of squeegees. I might need some more. And so let's start building what we have. Well, let's start and do one or two of these big ones, okay? And I'm going to grab, can you guys see? If the comments are in your way, you can swipe them either side or up or down. Hey, Veronica. Hi, Patty. Hey, Sharon. Yeah, everyone in the country is freezing cold right now. Well, not everyone, but you know, a good amount of them. And so that was part of my inspiration to do this spring stuff. Just to remind us that it won't be cold forever. It will eventually warm up, hopefully. For all of you guys that don't have power, I'm so sorry. That is such a bummer. Okay, so I just mixed a little orange and a little red right here. And I'm just gonna grab some on my squeegee and make sure I don't have this on my hands. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna put a flower over the end of this word spring. Where do I want it? Right there. And then we'll layer on top of it. Okay, and as I've been working on this, I've been using a stencil, picking it up and using it again a few times. And these are little, and that's okay. It's easy enough to do that. So you don't have to wash these little ones in between every time that you use them. Okay, so that's how you get just your solid. And I don't think we're gonna use this anymore, so I am gonna throw this in my little tub of water over here. Okay, so on the ones that I've already done, let's use this. And we'll add this layer. Let's add this layer in a light pink up here on this top flower. And one of the things I like about this idea is that it's not gonna match the flower exactly, and you don't have to use the whole entire stencil. I'm just gonna use the center part of it. I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna kind of try to feather it out a little bit. Okay, so can you see what I'm talking about right here? Pull that up. See, and then, here. When that dries, we'll add some berries to it. Okay, let's use this again, and let's use it over here, and let's sort of offset it, and let's use an orangish color over here. Can you guys see okay? Please tilt your camera down. Well, you know what? I had the camera closer last night, and a couple people said that they couldn't see well, so I'm like, I don't know what's the best thing to do. Okay, that should be good. All right, so I'm going to I laid this stencil down over the top of what I already had going on, a little bit off center, and I'm gonna use some orange. Okay, there we go. Is everyone still there? So let's move on to, we still have a whole bunch of greenery to do, but I want to use this one because this is my favorite piece. Can you tell it's my favorite piece because obviously it's already stained. And I'm gonna use black. This stands out the best. Okay, so this one is dry and I'm just gonna lay this on top. It's not a specific placement. Can you guys see where I'm working right here? And I'm just gonna grab a little black ink. Dang it, got it all over my hands. Hate it when that happens. Okay, let me find something to wipe my hand off. All right, and look how cool that is. I'll hold it up so you can see better in just a second. Let's do this one right here too. On a couple of the flowers on the other one, I just used the very center part of this, so we'll do that on the next one that we do. And it turned out really cool. Okay. See how they're off-centered? They're not exactly right on. Let's do this one. We'll just do the center part. See how it has that little swirly thing right here? I'm gonna lift this up in just a second and show you guys close up where we are. And then we're gonna move on to do some leaves because this has a bunch of add-ons leaves that are kind of cool. Oh my gosh, I love that. Let's see, can I do it on here? Let's do it right here. Just, where do I want it? No, I don't want it there. I'm gonna throw this in a tub and let's play with some little dots. It comes with these 3 little dots, and I used these on the other one in a couple of places, like in the center of flowers with dark ink, with black. The thing with this stencil set is that everybody's completed projects are gonna be so different because there's just a million ways that you can do these flowers. And if you're using chalk paste, you can do the very same thing and make this on a sign, like on a piece of wood or something. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, so when this one right here that I put over the top of my spring is dry, I'll come back and add some more of these little dots. But for now, I'm gonna stick that in the water. Okay, and I'm gonna keep my, let's see, I really need another paper plate. Well, we'll use this one. Let's see where can I put this. We're gonna mix over the top of what I had going on earlier. Okay, so now we need our greens so that we can do some cool leaves in different colors. And when I was working with this stuff earlier, I didn't think to use the black on it, so I'm gonna do that this time. There's some green, the Magnolia green. Oops, you guys can't see, I'm sorry. And here's the emerald green. All right, so there's multiple things that you can do. This I'm gonna do in black. There's this leaf right here, and then over the top of that, you could do this one, or you can alternate. Okay, so let's do some of those in the green, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of each and kind of mix it up a little bit right here on my paper plate. Okay, and let's see, let's do a couple of these just in random places. Just switch up. See, look how pretty, and it's like many different tones. Let's go this way. And I'm not putting them super close to my flowers because I want them to sort of extend out. This project you could turn into a banner. That's what I'm thinking for whoever receives, however I end up giving these away, whoever receives them, you can just use some of those paint stir sticks and create a banner, or you can find a smaller size embroidery hoop would work too. And by the way, this big hoop that I have over here, I learned something new. It is not an embroidery hoop, it's a quilter's hoop, so that people can do hand quilting on their lap, and I just had no idea. So that was kind of cool to learn that. Let's have one more right here. Okay, now I'm going to throw this in the water. And let's add some of these other leaves. This is such a personal preference kind of thing of how you like it to lay out. Let me do this one next to the one before. There's no right or wrong way to do it. So if you're just joining us, we're making this Hello Spring sign out of canvas from Walmart. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm using this awesome stencil that's called Hello Spring. It's from Magnolia. I put a link at the bottom of the page if you want to go look. It's 15 by 15. The cool thing about this stencil is that it has all these little pieces at the bottom, so you can sort of build your own wreath however you want it to be. I feel like I need something over here. Let's go that way. And ordinarily, I wash my stencils in between each use. But with these little itty bitty ones, I think it's okay not to. I haven't had any really big mess ups yet. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this in the water, and we're going to add this one. I don't know what this is called, but we're gonna do it in black. Little teeny. Here we go. I sometimes will cut my squeegees into little teeny pieces. They're easier to work with for... Oh, another thing that you can do that I did do earlier, I left it out at the kitchen sink, dang, was I used the paintbrush squeegees to apply some of my ink in places that were hard to get to. also. See that? I'm just randomly placing this on here. Trying not to lay it over anything that I know is still wet. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I don't know if I'll be able to part with it. It's super cute. And let's do one up here somewhere, going this way. It's so quiet when I'm not yakking the whole way through, but I'm really concentrating here. Okay, so then there's one last piece, and it looks like this. It's like a little, I don't know what kind of flower that is, that you can add with some green stems. And we'll do that. We'll add a couple of them. We'll add that one right there. And some more of these little teeny squeegees. More that are cut really little. Here's one. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a darker pinkish color that's still, nope, that's pretty dry. Oh, it's on the other plate. Where did I put that? Here it is. Like I thought I had a whole bunch of this stuff all kind of ready to go. I'm just doing the flower part of this with this darker color, and then I will use the green that I had mixed up from before to do the stem and this little leaf. I really need one of my little paintbrush squeegees. Let's see. If you've not seen these paintbrush squeegees before, oh my gosh, they are so nice. I just forget that I have them, and so I don't use them as much as I should. Okay, so that is basically where we are with this one. It's not finished. You could continue to add layer upon layer upon layer. I'm going to pick it up and show you forever. You seriously could. Isn't it pretty? So I will add a bunch more details before I take pictures of this one. And I know, don't you just love it? And right here. This is the one that I worked on last night. I had more time to work on this. And this one I used the black in the center. But anyways, I think it turned out pretty cute. I'm absolutely loving this stencil. I totally recommend it. Here's the thing. You don't have to use the spring part in the center, but this wreath with all the little flower pieces is seriously amazing. And you could even just use half of a wreath. it's totally up to you. Mine looks terrible. I didn't do a good job putting it back on the backing, but I totally love the stencil and I totally recommend it. And it is, I put a link at the bottom of the page. It's one of the 15 by 15 size stencils. So I put a link directly to the page that has all the 15 by 15 stencils. If you want to go look at it, it's in there. The two colors of green ink are available. The orange ink is available. I'm not sure about the pink or the red as of today, but they will be back in stock. Oh, there's a yellow also, but I don't have mine yet. I'm anxiously waiting for it to get here. So let me just stand up a little bit taller. Oh, it's not quite high enough. Okay. Anywho, yeah, this is pretty much it. I think it's darling. I think it would be a super cute banner that you could just hang with some twine or something like that. I think it would look darling in an embroidery hoop, and it probably would fit in like one of those 12 or 14-inch hoops. And so at the end of the week or towards the beginning of next week, I'll figure out what I'm gonna do, because I have some more stuff piled up that I want to bless people with. So be watching for that. Hey, Melissa, you said you're late again, darn it. But did you know that you can go back and watch this whole video on replay anytime that you would like? Though my videos that are in the video section here at DiyDreaming, they will be there as long as the internet and Facebook are still a thing. So feel free, you know, sometime when you can't sleep, to just look, and I do try to label all of my videos so you can go back and watch them. This would be a gorgeous pillow, and you know what? I have multiple pillow forms in my closet that I just ordered and received. So maybe I'll do a pillow form too. I don't know, we'll have to see what I can get to, because I have other things that I want to do, and one of them is this. I want to show you these, and I want to tell you all about my custom stencil maker from Icon Art, and show you some of the cool family mementos or heirlooms that you can create with it. So that's what I'm probably going to do this afternoon. And I'm going to continue working on this, and the other one, I'll get them all completely beautified, and then I will get pictures. And now, Kathy, why did you say that's why you love it so much? It would make a beautiful pillow. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later this afternoon. Have a great lunchtime. And I hope everyone is staying warm, and that you have power, and that you're not out driving in the terrible weather that seems to be everywhere in the United States today. Anyways, I'll see you later. Thanks so much.